Looks like we might actually get there despite never hitting lands. Do this Orange Epiphany. Hopefully we can draw into another counterspell here, it'd be super nice. So get that out of here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, I think we're good. How's it going, y'all? Titan Smash MTG. Today we're here with some more NTGA standard action. Today, we're playing a deck that's been around for a little bit here in the standard, but I've just never really touched much. This is Prismari Control. It's been around, it's established archetype. It's actually been putting up some decent numbers in tournaments. It's just one of those kind of lists that just never really seemed to do well for me. I loved Is It Dragons whenever this Goldspan Dragon first came out, and it was kind of nice that first week or so. But since then, it seems like it's just not really good enough to keep up with a lot of stuff in the meta. But it's been putting up some okay results. So I wanted to try it out. So I'm going to take it in and get ranked and see how it goes. I don't really expect this to do very well, to be honest. I just think this is kind of small ball compared to what you can be doing. But it's a fine deck, so we'll see how it goes. So let's quit yapping. This is the deck right here, just to look at it real quick, I guess. We have the Frostbites as a removal here for the 1 mana slot. Expressive Iteration is a 4 of. It's actually a pretty nice card here, especially on turn 3. You can play this if you're missing your land drop. It's almost a guaranteed way to get your land drop there. But obviously the power of this deck comes from your Galazeth Prismari and your Goldspan Dragon. You're trying to just use these dragons to ramp up a little bit, put good threats in the air that can close out a game, but also just ramp you up a little bit. So that way at the top end, your Orange Epiphany and Magma Opus can close out a game. Sideboard-wise here, we got some Red Cap Melee, some Strokes, 1 Negate, 2 Fire Prophecy, 2 Cinderclasm, which is kind of nice to have a little board wipe here. Soulseer, some Chrome War, Oxes, and a Sharky Shark. So let's take this in there to rank. We'll see how it goes. Let's go. First game of the day here is against Cleomar. Let's see if we can take him down. On the draw. Opener here. This is pretty good. We're against Yorion. This isn't a great Yorion hand. So maybe we actually ship this. We just have so many better cards against Yorion. But still, we can put some bone. I think we keep this. I don't think it's an amazing hand against what they're probably playing, but nothing we can't keep up with. Magma Opus not a bad draw. Pump out our Gold Daddy a little faster if we need to. Okay. So with that, I probably just foretell this. And we really want to hope to hit a land this next turn. 3 mana for opponent, they bring back Yorion. Okay. Hit a land. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If they go to 5 mana. I mean, I'm not doing anything if I don't play this Bone Crusher out, so I think we're just playing Big Bone Daddy. I hope to keep drawing lands. I could have held up pitching this and hoping to draw an untapped land so I could Goldspan next turn. But I don't think that's the way we want to go. Looks like a Binding of the Old Gods, I'd imagine. Okay. Main phase Omen. Okay, top 2, that's a little terrifying. Not a land, but not the worst draw in the world. Swing 4. And this is another kind of thing about this deck, is like if you start missing your lands, I don't know, everything just gets really awkward with it. We'll pass the turn here. Missing a land drop while you're on the draw is pretty brutal. And I think we just have to let that go. Because say if they play around everything and we don't have anything to do, I can just flash in this Brazen Borrower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so they foretold something. Usually you don't see much foretell going on in these Yorion piles. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is where... Let's go ahead and make a treasure. We kind of have to here. We're kind of forced into this. Now we got to go for this. Really need some lands. I actually hope they don't counter it. And they have 3 mana left over. That's so frustrating. So we're just not going to get to play a game of Magic here, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe they try to go for Yorion or Emergent Ultimatum here. We can at least get them there. But sadly, almost third way through the deck and still just 3 defense. We can at least dispute that. Now we're kind of in bone zone. Okay, well we can at least do this, make another. Because if all I do is play Yorion here, we might actually be in an okay spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that'll resolve for now. So just to keep them, so they don't have any blue mana up, which is good. Maybe go ahead and do this now. If they don't have removal anywhere, and we can swing this goal span and get to do some epiphany things, we can actually just win the game here. So let's swing. Looks like we might actually get there despite never hitting lands. Do this, Orange Epiphany. Didn't even matter. We're not out of the woods yet, though. They can still kill. Oh, okay, they had to eliminate. Gotcha. We got the stomp in hand. I mean, we just do this to... Oh, we can't even do this yet because of our mana. GG's. We had to work for that one. Not having a land drops. Awkward, awkward, awkward. On the draw against Sultaimatum, we get there. The good news is we should have a pretty good matchup against them. Strokes come in, the gate comes in, a Shark Typhoon we can bring in, and that's about it. Frostbite, nearly useless here. And that's about it. Bomb Crusher, nothing really amazing here, but I don't know what I want besides it. Like maybe Ox of Agonis, but I think we're just doing this. Okay, another 2 land. Oh, this is a 1 land actually. I guess the game doesn't want us to have lands to play. Alright, we'll do this. I say all this and we bottom a land, but on the draw of 3 lands, we keep this. They're all snow covered, so Faceless Haven ready to rock and roll. Nothing we're really going to dispute here on turn 1, so I'm cool with this. Okay. Here, I don't want to play Expressive Iteration yet, because this next turn we can play it and still hold up Dispute, which is nice. Really, opponent's just not doing anything here. And I'm okay if they counter this. Not a big deal. We still don't try to hold this up either. We just let them counter if they want to. Okay, that's actually pretty frustrating because they can search our library for them and they can see our hand. Test of Talent's really good here. Probably some number of those we should have on our sideboard. Well, play this out. Always, your disputes are always worse when the opponent knows about it. That's just the way it is. Negate, not a bad pickup. Go ahead and pass a turn here. Crack this for a blue source. 5 mana, what you got, opponent? Oh, okay. think we just flash this in a turn. And yeah, I think we just go to my turn. I can crack this whenever. So now, let's go to attack first. They don't know about this negate, which is actually really good. So let's do this. Get us the blue souls. We can do this. It's still going to make a token, so even if they kill it before we get to, like, dispute it or negate it, we still get to hold this up, which is nice. So that's fine. We still got the token. Chain web, alright. Brutal. This thing is actually, it kind of blows my mind people are putting this in their deck. Let's go ahead and do this for now. Let's do this. And it's 5 to escape this. They're not really close to it. I think we just do this for now and just let them block. Because we can just dispute that the hard way if we need to. Choosing my card 3 or greater. I think we kind of have to negate that. And this way we're still leaving up our dispute. So then we test the talents it. Again, we kind of have to do this. Hopefully we can draw into another counterspell here. It'd be super nice. Gals, that's not a bad pickup. Let's give us another dragon. So 2, 4, 5. I think I just stomp them now. And then play this out and just try to go wide here. Hope they don't have an extinction event. So we do that. Do this. Hands on the table. Let's see what they got. This way, even if they just play the Arachneer, they kill one of her things, which, I mean, no matter what they do here, this is pretty good. It looks like they're just playing the Arachneer here. Yeah, you wouldn't think the deck that I'm playing is big enough in the meta where people would actually dedicate slots to this, but apparently not the case. Oof. Okay, opponent literally just has all the answers here. Shark Typhoon's pretty good. So, XX, 1, 2, 3, not super great. We have to just wait now. That's unfortunate. I would have been very happy to just swing in there for, you know, even if they didn't eliminate that, activate this, we're at least getting in 7. Brazen Borrower would be a nice draw off of one of these. Cultivator's interesting. Okay. A poor little free 3 just kind of been outsized by this Arachneer. Okay, well those are cards, but still not cards that let us do much of anything. This is frustrating. 1, 2, 3. We're not there yet. Let's go and foretell this. Maybe they'll think it's an Orange Epiphany. I'd love if it was an Orange Epiphany. It'd be really nice, actually. But 2 counter spells here. Not a bad place to be at. It's going to be a top deck war. Sadly, their top decks are a lot better than ours. Yeah, so we got to counter that. That's just too big of a body to have in the air. Yikes. I think we gotta swing with this now. They'll probably trade their Cultivator with it, I'd imagine. Get them down to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Oh, they still have the mana to pay for it. Must be nice. Must be nice to do all your things. Arachneer is brutal here. Jesus. Nothing we can really do about that. I think we just keep this as it is. Let's go. But yeah, having flashbacks here, because Arachneer, again, was super good whenever the blue-red deck first became live and powerful. This game just, like, refuses to give us hands that we can really love. I'm going to keep this because it is a really good hand for what we want, but we got to draw some lands. Hashtag, is it things, am I right? Let's let them scribe, we'll crack this, get a blue. They top that, because of course they do. Okay, here we'll just play the 4 tapped. I really want to get this Bone Crusher on 3 if I can. Don't really care if it gets killed or anything. That's so frustrating, so punishing. Oh, that's so bad in most spots. We don't have our Frostbites in here. This sucks. I hate this deck. I already hate it, I can tell you. Now they get to just turn that into a Bone Crusher Giant and start swinging. This is going to be hard. Brazen Bar would still have been a really nice draw here if they go for this and then just bounce it. Would have been a huge tempo swing. They don't do it, which is surprising. Interesting, okay. So I play this now. I can hold up disputes, but that doesn't really do a whole lot. Man. That said, if I have like Heartless Act or something, it's not really going to do well. I guess Stroke would do. Bleh. I think we got to play this out. Or wait one more turn before we play it out, so that way we can hold up Stroke. This just feels like, and again, like with the format with what it can do right now, like this just feels so small ball compared to other decks. I'll dispute about anything I can here. That sucks, but I think I kind of have to just tempo them out and not let them get too far ahead here. And if they want to counter this, they can. Test the Talents would be actually fine here because we have another dispute, which they know about. Which maybe they want to get that out of our hand. Okay, well. I will test your talents, my friend. So now we get the Prismari down while holding up the Disdainful Stroke. Goldspan Dragon would be better. Hey! Hey! Never didn't have it. Maybe just doing this and then holding it up's fine. No, I think we just play the Goldspan. We're still, like, in a very bad spot either way here. The only hope here is that maybe they're missing land number 5. And this stroke can hit, like, a Binding of the Old Gods or something. There's land 5. Okay, that's actually pretty aggravating. May foretell something here. Okay. Actually not a bad draw. So I can do this. Two, 4. So this is going to take our... I think we have to just stomp and play this just to get all this out of our hand, because this is going to rip out our stroke anyways. Kind of like the last game where we're just kind of put in the spot where it's like, hey, you gotta do this. Yorion blinks, but doesn't really do much here. If they just play Yorion, we guarantee get in for 7. It's probably an Orange Epiphany they have foretold there. Okay. Well, we still have this. Not a bad pickup. Not a bad pickup. Now they're probably going to take an extra turn here, though, which is a little bit scary. They have chump blockers. Let's see it. Now, if they hit us with Ultimatum, we just die, and that's like the crappy part of this deck, because again, our top end just isn't as good. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now they play Yorion. Not sure what gets out of this at this point. We're trying. These 1/1's actually very frustrating as blockers right now. That's okay. That's actually frustrating too, because it trades the Bone Crusher Giant. Okay. Yep. Alright, so we're setting ourselves up for a If we can top deck Goldspan Dragon here, we will win. If I had one more mana, they were actually dead. I could flash this in and then any removal spell or bounce spell is lethal here. I think that's actually the way we have to go. Oh, we're so... no. Oh, this sucks. Sucks. Brutal. I think we have to attack all here. Trade with all the things. We're just so close in every spot, and I think we played this okay, but we've just been getting so... that's so unlucky. And this is a deck you just can't afford to, like, struggle like this. If you don't have a counter spell, that was really dumb. Don't counter it one time. Okay. Let's go! We had to work for that one. And again, that's why I don't love this deck, because like you have to play kind of out of your mind to win these games, it feels. But we got the win there. How long did that take? That was the full length of a video, so we'll play like one more here, but we'll probably play like maybe one or two less than one game instead. Let's go. Alright, game number 2 here is against Matute Kameo. Just best of 1 this time because that first game went so long. Another Yorion matchup. This is actually a nice hand against what Yorion has, so we'll keep this. Not doing anything on 1, so we'll just pass the turn. Abzan Yorion, okay. Interesting. I think I'll just go get a red source. We don't have one yet. Iteration's fine. I think we go ahead and just foretell saw it coming for now. We should... okay, that's actually kind of annoying. But I mean, not really. So they can take our tome or iteration. Yeah, that's not that bad. Turn 4, if they have a Doom Foretold, that's actually kind of bad, but not a huge deal. I'm assuming they take Maze Mind Tome here. We'll put this on full control, just in case they try to play Doom Foretold, because then we can bounce it. Sure. Okay. Good pickup there. I'll get a blue source real quick. Don't quite want to play this into anything just yet. I think for now we're just hold it down. Tome's good here because it gives them a lot of card advantage, but it's nothing we can't beat. Elspeth's Nightmare gone. Play versus draw here has been interesting because being on the play would have allowed us to stop like a lot of this. 5 mana. Okay. I think I'm fine if this dies. Don't really care. And this is bait. This is bait right here. Frostbite is not a land drop. Let's go to tax. Swang. What we going to do, opponent? We going to kill it. We going to draw a card. Cycle for that. That's oof. And I really need the iteration here, so I think I have to let that go. And they just trade off here. So they're 4 color Yorion. I think that's fine. Now we can play iteration. We'll put Goldspan in hand, because I'd love to play it if we actually get to draw a card. Put this back in the library, and we'll play this. Well, now we're holding up Saw It Coming with Dispute backup, which is pretty good. If we draw a red source, we still have Dispute held up, they don't do anything. Like, we're getting close to doing a lot of good stuff here. It's fine. Don't care about that. Okay. That's only a green, so give us land. Once again, this deck being frustrating. I think we have to just play this out here. Just for the ramp, if anything. Yeah, a land there would have allowed us to play Goldspan Dragon, and then do some stuff, or just Epiphany, but this land drops. And again, you see us just so far behind here with this. So if this is... Do I counter this? I think I do. And if they want to counter it, they'll be at least get the Goldspan this next turn, or Epiphany, and that's not that bad. Okay. Still missing freaking lands, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I'm thinking we're playing this. If I do this, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'd do this and try to bank on hitting an untapped land. Let's try it. Untapped red source, actually, that's maybe a little bit bad. Okay, well, we get the red source here. Geez, there's all of our lands we were looking for. So I'll put this Fable Passage... Actually, I'll put this Riverglide in hand. Put this back in the library. Play this for turn. Let's get to cranking. That one miss land drop there is brutal, brutal, brutal. We're still doing this with Dispute held up. Omen's fine. Omen's actually really nice because that allows us to still counter Yorion with Dispute, which would be sweet. Please, just play Yorion. I'm gonna stare at it like, oh man. Oh, they got one in their hand. Nope. Now we're in a really good spot because we can Epiphany here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They might be dead. So... swing on them. Hit them. Do this. Play Bone Crusher. Have to play it out. We can't afford to stomp them right now. They're tapped out. We need to get the damage in here. They're going to gain 4 life off that Mazebind Tome. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, this puts them... This would be lethal if they didn't have Tome. But now, even if they have like a extinction event or something, we're actually in an okay spot. I think we played this really well. For what that's worth. So opponent down to 4. Just don't ultimatum me, bro. Your battlefield. That kind of sucks. So you get a birth, a binding, Shark Typhoon, Elspeth's Nightmare. I mean, it resolves. Not much I can do about that. That said, I think they're still just dead, right? Let's see. Oh, they blink? God, that's so brutal. So they still might be dead. This is whenever you cast, they're not casting anything. Okay, that I can kill. I think we still got him. What a game. So get that out of here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think we're good. Faceless Haven deck getting it done. Let's go. Man, for us to only play 2 total games here, these were super nail biters, but 2-0. Let's take a look at the deck list one more time. Let's go. All right, so Prismari control here. Good results overall, but we had to work really hard for that. I think this deck kind of did everything I said it probably would do. You get some good counterplay with your counter magic and making these big evasive threats and Goldspan Dragon and Prismari Dragon here, but it's just you have to play so well just to win a game. And luckily we did that this time, but you saw, you know, we were kind of struggling for mana there a lot of times. We played 10, 14, 18, 22. We played 25 lands. I don't think it should have been a problem, but it is what it is. But yeah, this had just enough to kind of get us by here, both in best of 3 and best of 1. So if you're looking for a deck to like super climb the ladder with, I wouldn't recommend this. Like even that best of 1 game that took 10 minutes, or a best of 3 game it took almost half an hour. So slow deck as far as grinding ladder goes, but if you want to be able to win and have a lot of, you know, you have a lot of decision making to do with this deck, and that is a fun part of Magic. So hope you all enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you all for watching. See you next time. Let's go.